Hello everyone, I'm Heather. It is the 21st day of Shorty September, the last day of summer, which I'm sad about, but also just that one step closer to Halloween, okay, which fits with our book for today. So the prompt we're going with is Supermarket 2-Pack Shorts Bundle, which is a non-fiction book that you pair with one of your other shorties. So my original plan in my TBR was to pair this guy, The Illustrated History of UFOs, with Bladewith in space. And then I also read Catstronauts, so it could like pair with either of those. But since making my TBR and deciding on this book, I have found a new book just like it as part of the same series, but way better, Urban Legends. And this one I can pair with the Aja Waja that we read in Spain, The Spud and I. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to do it. So this one is a bit like the Ghost one that I read from the same series, where it seems like it's not going to be a factual book. It seems like it's going to be fictional, you know, because, you know, ghosts, UFOs, urban legends. But it's basically facts around these things. So the ghost one, it wasn't ghost stories, it was like the history of ghost stories, you know what I mean? Like the first societies to tell ghost stories, or like in the 19th century when Victorian women were obsessed with seances and stuff like that, or like a haunted house, it's purported to be haunted because of so and so who said this, you know what I mean? And it's actual facts to do with these things. So it'll be like the first time these things were told, or what they think the factual element that it's based on is, or like where in the world the legend comes from and what culture tells that legend, and blah blah blah. So I'm super excited. Like this is the most excited I've been in Shorty September, to be honest. Like if this one's not as like banging as I think it is, if it's not 5 and a gazillion stars, I'm gonna cry. Okay, we're having an open house today for like people to view our house because we've just put it on the market. I don't want to move because I like my life here. I like my house, I like my neighborhood, but we have to because Alman's gonna go to high school soon, and she may not get into the same high school as all her friends if we stay here. And also, if she does get in, she'll be so far away from it, she won't have any independence, do you know what I mean? Like, we'll have to just drive her everywhere. But I just wanted to say, look at how cute it is. Like, this is the cleanest and nicest my house has ever been since we bought it, okay? Like, very largely down to my husband, who's been like a fucking machine. But just like, look at it now. What? Look at how like clean and uncluttered it is. Maisie has no idea what's going on. She's like, is this our house? We just got up and look at the weather outside. It's tipping. The sound of it woke me up, bro. Like, it's nailing down. Oh god, this day is hideous. Oh my god, the baby jumps on her bed. Okay, so I'm in the baby's bed at the minute, and she jumps on it so much. I always tell her not to jump on it. But it's like weak in the slats. But yeah, like it's just this one spot. Wait, hold on. It's like in this spot here. So like, she said, I said about it, and she's like, oh yeah, that's where I dismount. So like, it's like weak in the slats right here. I've like put them back on slightly, but it's like the last straw was me like jumping on it just now. It's like, I put it back on, but it's like tenuous. James is about to go away for a week, so no more jumping on the bed, bro. Like, you jump on this bed, you won't have a bed. It's gonna break all the way through. Oh no. So I drink?
Hi, this video with that.
Alright. Do you have the plant-based Whopper?
Plant-based Whopper.
Yeah. Cool, thanks. I think of Sprites. This does. Cool, thanks.
Okay.
It's on my cycle.
Oh my god.
Brilliant, thanks so much.
Yummy. Love it.
It's Blaze. Oh shit! That was too much blazing.
When you say
I was blazing the pants off this shit. It's the first time I've had the Burger King one of this. Okay. I always have the McDonald's McPlant. But the McDonald's is shut. Like, down. Like, I went through all that time where all these McDonald's were popping up everywhere. Like, I didn't know that we'd ever encounter the era of the McDonald's shutting down.
I know.
Okay. But it looks good. Like, I don't know. That looks nice. I mean, it's like a Whopper. I mean, like, to be fair, it's been like 20 years since I had one.
Right?
That's nice. Juicy. 5 out of 5. Definitely. So, for the fries, the 2 drinks on this, it was 12 quid, so, like, who's the mug? You know, me, innit? Okay, this page has sort of the evolution of modes by which people would spread urban legends. Even super normal stuff, you know, like news, oral tradition, blah blah, but Xerox lore? What the hell? It's something to do with like sort of on the copier, like printing off urban legend type stuff on the copier and leaving it on the copier, or like putting it on a billboard or whatever, like in your office or like at the library or sort of like on a pole in the city. Like, what? Okay, like I love zines, you know I love zines, but Xerox lore, this is my new hobby. This is 100% the new thing I'm picking up for this year. Urban legends via Xerox. They've also got something here, ostension, which is passing on an urban legend to someone else by your behavior in relation to the urban legend. Like, if the urban legend says that something is horrible, so you avoid that thing, and someone sees you avoiding that thing, or you tell someone to avoid that thing because you've heard this thing, that passes the urban legend on. Okay, has anyone ever been to Mexico for spring break? Okay, and before you go on spring break, your mom or your auntie or someone at school or whatever tells you that story about that girl who went to Mexico and she was murdered, hollowed out, stuffed full of drugs on like the inside of her skin, like she was like a skin suit full of drugs, propped up between 2 dudes in the backseat of a car and sent back over the border. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. It must be an urban legend. And everyone I know who went to Mexico for spring break, they heard some version of that same thing. Like, oh, it wasn't a girl, it was a dude, you know, or it was an old man, or they weren't sent back over propped up between 2 dudes in the back. They were sent back as like cargo in a van.
Hey guys, I just finished this book, The First Cat in Space Ate Pizza, and it's the best book in the world because it's funny, it's like cute, some of it is like, you know, exciting, like you have to know what comes next, and it's all like really cute pictures and stuff, like, you know, all like picture-y and happy. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm about halfway through my book at the minute and it's good. It's so good. I'm loving it. Like, I love urban legends, my dude. They're so wild. And they're all over the world. Every culture has these just wild myths and like legends and shit. It's just a plethora of creativity, honestly. But I found this little factoid. This little one sort of like had me stopped now. So cryptozoologists, you know, so people that like track down creatures, you know. It says, like UFOologists and ghost hunters, cryptozoologists seem to be predominantly white male and American. Like, what? What? How'd that happen? Why? Like, is it money? Is it that, you know, in order to sort of like work and have all this kit and do all this traveling, you need to have loads of money? In which case, you know, white American dudes are top of the list. Or like, is it just confidence? Confidence in the face of just like utter stupidity? Do you know what I mean? Like, determined to be confident about all pursuits, even if no one thinks that's something you should be confident about. Do you know what I mean? Like, the confidence to pursue imaginary creatures across the earth while everyone's going, dude, get a job. I don't know what it is, but like it says here, the demographics are perhaps a result of Western popular culture influence. But like, would that just mean all Americans and all Westerners, really? Like Europeans, you know, Canadians, Australians, like that we're all susceptible to becoming cryptozoologists and like tracking imaginary creatures, you know? Why just white men? I don't get it. Okay, my task now is to walk the dog, okay, and go to Nero to get lunch. Do two things sort of in one go. But the trick will be getting the dog outside. She's a bit of a princess. She doesn't like the rain and it is pissing it down. Think like she's gonna be super excited to go for this walk and then be real betrayed like and like give me that face once we get outside, and she'll be like, no, I can't believe that you led me to believe that we were gonna have an amazing time when actually we were gonna get poured on. And then she'll just refuse to go. Like, she literally like lodges herself behind things, you know, so that you can't physically get her through. She's very clever and very stubborn, but she gotta go fucking walk, bro. Like, she's gotta get her legs going. She's 12 years old. She's gotta get some exercise. She's gonna atrophy. Also, my God, I want a sandwich so bad. Whoa. Did you know that the Salish tribes in Washington State and British Columbia have a full Sasquatch Day? Motherfucker. That looks cool as shit. Like canoe races, costumes. That shit looks fun as hell. Okay, I know I was shocked earlier to find out that most of these like creature hunter dudes are like white American men. But actually, now that I think of it, yeah, that's him. That's the guy. That's every Bigfoot creature hunter ever on Earth, innit? White American man. It looks exactly like this. Oh my God, yes. Yes, the killer sunbed one. I've definitely heard this one. I heard it when I was a kid. That, like, you know, so-and-so's sister's cousin's brother's best friend or whatever went in a sunbed and their internal organs were, like, cooked from the inside out. Who's heard that one? Has anyone heard that one? And the Y2K one? Did anyone have this one? Definitely. My neighbor, her dad was like a computer guy, and he had like stored up all this food and everything in his basement for like the Y2K apocalypse, where they thought like when the year went from 1999 to 2000 that computers would get confused and think that it was actually going back to 1900, and then everything would flatline and shut down. That was a brilliant one. I'm like almost sad that didn't happen, really. Okay, I've never actually heard this one because it's Japanese, but I feel like it's so amazingly Japanese and horror-y that there should 100% be a book about it so I can read it. But it's like this convenience store Xerox machine. It was like haunted to where you could put your face on it and then it would print out a picture of your face on the day you died. And then obviously there's this one guy who does it and his face comes out exactly as it is right now. And he's like, what the hell? Because he died that day. Brilliant. Okay, who's heard the one about the kid who ate so much Pop Rocks and then drank Coke? He exploded. Like, I was told that as a kid, and I was like, no, that's not real, but then never ate Pop Rocks ever again. Oh no! They debunked the Pop Rocks thing officially on Mythbusters, a TV show. They said you just get really bad gas, which, you know, is fair. Yes, mate. This was brilliant. I loved this. I'm gonna go 4.5 stars, maybe? Like, I think it's probably not a full 5, just because it was so brief. You know, the touching on things, touched on things so quickly, that if it was super interesting, I had to Google it myself, you know, to find out more. But that's fine. Like, you can only fit so much in this tiny book. Other than that, full enjoyment. I feel like that UFO one is going to be just as good. So, like, if I have time tonight, I might just read that one as well. Like, why not? Okay, anyway, that was our supermarket 2-pack bundle shorts prompt. And we now only have 1 prompt left. What? We've done 12 of the 13 prompts. So, 1 left. Afterwards, I think there's like 3 or 4 books after for Shorty September. And I can just read whatever I want. It's open season for Shorty September after that, my friends. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be drunk with the freedom. But, okay, last prompt. Tomorrow, we're doing Leopard Print Shorts, a book you see in the wild. Okay? And we're going with this one, Thin Air by Michelle Paver. I saw Karen at Roving Reader reading this book. So, she said it was really good. And I trust her judgment, so hopefully I will also enjoy it. It's like a sort of ghost story, I think, about people who climb a mountain and have thin air up there, where some crazy stuff goes on with the mind. Okay, if you've gotten this far, thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, comments, let me know down below. What are your urban legends that you've heard in your lifetime? Like, I've also decided I want to be an amateur collector of urban legends because how friggin' sweet. Okay, I will see you next time.